This is part 6 now of modeling a Scifi plant incubator, and this is where we left off last time in Substance Painter, adding some text and some alphas with just a base color underneath. I may be changing that later, but for the time being we're just going to continue. I have purchased some other alphas available on ArtStation, and I'm going to be using some of these, not necessarily these ones, but I'm going to be using some of those to continue to work on this. Alright, so I want to do some more work here and put on some more of these details. I think I'm going to create a new folder, just call these alphas. I'm just going to take them all and throw them in here for the time being, and I'm going to do some more work. I'm going to create a fill layer and a black mask, and here I'm going to come down, I'm going to do height, I'm going to alt click height. I'm possibly going to do color as well, so get down to a blackish color and pull that down a little ways. Let's see what kind of fun we can have here on the side. So let's try this. I'll show you a couple of these different alphas. If I click on that one, I don't think that's the one that I want to use, but you can see different effects here. I want to check which alphas I have. 14 out. Okay, so let's try this one. Yeah, that one. Okay. So I am thinking about over here. See these things here? Now, there is material on the inside of these. Alright, and it looks like maybe the border is the same material as this, and the inside is something else. So, for the moment, what I'm going to do, it's up near the top. For the moment, I'm going to do that. And that. And what I may go back and do is change this interior to another material. And I'll have to deal with that later on. So for now, I'm going to do that. And I think for now, to do that on the same layer, I'm just going to drag that in, and I'm going to do another one. Okay. For this, I want to add, let's see. So these are the alphas, JROHS alphas. And we got bullets, UI panel 35. Okay, so we got that one. And I'll use it as an alpha, and I'll bring it into the project. Let's try this one here. I think this is a cool one. Okay. So I'm going to bring that a little deeper, and we'll see what that's like. Well, I think that's a cool one there. Adds a bit of interesting detail. Okay. So what I think I'll do is I'll come here and I'll just use height. And this alpha here, to give it a little indentation there, like that. To do this thing, and make it a bit smaller. Let's say I do that. And that'll be like circle indent. And then on top of that, I'll do height for the moment. Let's try coming out. I feel like just modeling that. Looks pretty good for what I would want to do. So I could use that. Okay, so what I think I'm going to need to do here, if I do that, let's do a little bit of work on the side here. Create another one, and we'll go for height and color. Make this dark and just in a little bit. Thinking about these things here. Let's see, do I have a rounded rectangle in here? This may not be what I want. Let's try this one. I think I'm going to use that. Let's see how well symmetry works on here for me. Yeah, I could probably go with that. Where I want those. Yeah, something like that, eh? I assume they're on the other side as well. So you're not going to see both sides at the same time, so we could go with that. This thing here, I might model as a disc in Blender and do it my own way. All right, cool. So that's a few things that I wanted to add there. Let me come down to the bottom and see what I'm missing here. I don't know what I'm going to do about those still. I'm not sure that they look good here. I'm not sure I want to. I got this. Let's try let's try that. Maybe I'll do them on the same layer. let's see, how about if I straighten that out, increase the size a bit. I could just use that. It's got that silver underneath, so I can always go back and change this. Well, let's go back and use symmetry then. Alright, so I get that so far. That's the kind of one that I want to use. This kind of thing. Alright. Do something like that. Like that. Okay, so that's what I'm coming up with. There's more I could do here as well, but I think I'll go with that for the time being. Drag that down to alphas, and we will have a look at this. Okay, so once again, this is all black, and I could deal with that later on. But that's what I'm getting for the main texturing of this piece right here. Okay, so I think I'll leave it at that point. Thanks for watching. We'll come back and we'll fix things up. We're going to move on to other parts.